and welcome to the Pro Trade series, brought to you by your host, Peter Galanko. Some know me as XVG Whale, and because this is my first video on this YouTube channel, I want to tell the viewers a little bit about myself. I got into Bitcoin in 2015. At one point, I've managed over 100 Bitcoin in my portfolio. I correctly predicted and spearheaded the marketing campaign for the highest percent gain cryptocurrency of 2017. That set multiple records. I established cryptocurrency mining LLC, was a co-founder of a mining facility in 2018. This year I have been doing, in previous years I've been doing mining rig sales. And I got into altcoins in 2017 when I decided to diversify my Bitcoin, and I have quite a bit of experience with trading altcoins on exchanges, and I have learned a lot, which is why I've made this YouTube channel. If you know me from my previous social media accounts, I am more of a hot along type of guy, though I have also done my fair share of day trading, which is what this YouTube channel is about. And I'm making this YouTube channel especially for those who have gotten into day trading, especially in the crypto space, without knowing what you're doing. And perhaps you got lucky and made money and want to figure out how to really hone your skills so you know what you're doing and can protect your assets for the long run. Or if you got into trading and impulsively traded away your money and want to figure out what you can do better. Or if you're brand new to cryptocurrency and you've seen some of the trends, whether it was the Doge coin earlier this year or you've seen Bitcoin and you want to know how to get into the space and you're intelligent enough to want to be pragmatic about it and make a plan of what to do and what tools you really should have to do it properly. And if that's why you're here, you came to the right place. As much success as I've had in this space, part of the success that I had was from timing. It was very fortunate that I got into this space early. And when I first got into altcoin trading, I had a good reason to get into it. The Winklevoss twins in 2017 had an EFT that was denied by the SEC that year, and I knew that Bitcoin EFT news wasn't necessarily good news for Bitcoin at that time. Now, Bitcoin is exponentially higher than it was then, but that week I figured this might be a good time to diversify into altcoins, and it was. And some of my long positions and short positions that year did extremely well. Though when I was first getting accustomed to the exchanges and before I knew how to really read charts, I can honestly tell you my worst day when I first got into it was probably a loss of about 10 Bitcoin in one day. So this is why I'm making this YouTube channel, to explain where to get started and what tools to use. If you look in the video description, there's some information in the video description about a tool that I recommend using, and I'm going to get into that more in the next videos. And really basically what it is using an expert's opinion combined with mathematical algorithms to take a look at the charts and recommend an entry price to buy a cryptocurrency at. They also have Forex, foreign exchange, currency exchange recommendations on there, but they have a suggested entry price and a suggested target exit price for where to take gains. And they also have, which is really important, this part is really important, a suggested stop loss price. And when I first got into crypto trading, I didn't even know what a stop loss was. And that is really important because if you really have a lot of self-control and stick to a plan and use a stop loss. Let's say you buy at a certain price and your target is to sell it at a little bit higher, and for whatever reason the market's tanked that day, your stop loss will have it automatically sell at just below your entry price, and that way the majority of the money that you put in is the majority of money that you still keep and can continue to trade with. And if you don't use a stop loss, that crypto, stock, or commodity, whatever it may be, could continue to have a downtrend. And one, you could lose more money, and two, you could be waiting weeks or months while your money is tied up. And if you're looking to do day trading, you want your money to work for you. And this platform that I'm recommending is really a more low risk way of trading, and it also has pretty much a calculation of risk factor for each of the recommendations. So if you want to go with a really low risk strategy and protect your money, this is a good way to get started. I suggest it for people that have either at least a few $1,000s or maybe $10,000 and beyond. And no, I am not switching on my long-term position of holding XVG and looking for the long run. XVG had from its lowest in 2017 to its highest 1,000,000% gain. It's been a little bit not as active. The team has been very active, but its market performance hasn't been quite as active recently. Well, it had a good push in past months, though it had a long downtrend. So has Bitcoin before in the past, but there is merit to looking long and investing in something that you hope to succeed in years from now. And there's also people that want to be able to consistently make money trading on a regular basis. So if you're looking to try to regularly make money trading, this is really the YouTube channel for you. Please consider doing the bell. Hit that bell button and subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to have a lot more information here. And be sure to read the video description and click the link in the video description. The cloud AI software, which I've fallen in love with, honestly. It is it's cloud AI combined with an expert who managed $150 million hedge fund, and they have daily trade picks, and it makes it extremely easy to understand. Rather than becoming an expert on reading the charts yourself, and they do have an educational section with a bunch of videos, so you can learn how to use their platform, as well as educate yourself more on trading if you're completely new to it. Great place to start. But anyway, let's say you're starting with $5,000 or $10,000 or $15,000. It's $300 to join their membership, and then $100 a month. And honestly, that amount of money is, you could lose way more than that in a day if you impulsively trade and don't know what you're doing. So if you can stick to this plan, you can save yourself from falling to a lot of the mistakes that a lot of people do, and a lot of people end up losing all their money because they're too impulsive. So this is really more of a self-control test. And there's also some stuff out there. If you see something out there where it claims to be a system where you give other people your money to invest in, there's some high yield ones that claim to be a loan platform or something like that, and some of those are straight up Ponzi schemes where they'll promise high percent weekly gains, and they might be able to deliver for the first weeks, and then they exit and keep everybody's money. That is something you want to avoid. And one of the things I like with this program, this trade tool that I'm discussing here, is that they're not managing the money for you, and it's also not a trade bot. You can use any exchange you like, and you manage your money yourself, and it doesn't make trades automatically. There's some trade bots out there which are interesting, which trade based on algorithms, but there can be good days, bad days good weeks, bad weeks in the market space, and sometimes you might want to take a step back and use your own judgment, and other times you might want to continue trading. And if you're using a trade bot, then you could have it running overnight or throughout the week, and if it's a bad week, then you could also be in a high risk scenario of losing a bunch of money. And in this system where you have lower risk suggestions, where you can aim for whatever percent gain each week or each month that you're trying to aim for, and keep working at it, is a much more attainable thing to really grow your money and make your money work for you. And that's what the dream really is. You worked hard for your money, and you want your money to be able to grow, and you might not be satisfied with whatever interest rates your bank are offering for your savings account. So that is honestly one of the reasons I made this channel. And if you make money off of this, and I honestly believe many people will, I encourage you maybe saving some of that money in XVG rather than Bitcoin or USDT. You can check me out at Domains VVS on Twitter. I talk more about XVG on there. And on this YouTube channel is really more for day traders. So thank you for watching. Be sure to click the subscribe button. There's going to be a lot of tips and tricks in this video series, the pro trading series. So if you're coming into this completely fresh or an amateur, or even if you consider yourself pretty experienced but haven't having very good luck on your own trade picks, well, it doesn't have to be difficult. It really doesn't have to be difficult. So I suggest reading the video description and considering getting started and making a you really got to make a plan. How much money do you want to invest? And when you're starting a new something new like this, where you are working with a program to make picks on your portfolio, you might want to be like, hey, let me start with, I'll do 3 or 4 crypto picks a week with 30% of my money. I'll leave the rest of the money aside until I feel more comfortable and got the hang of the system. And then for the first 3 weeks or so, you can go with that 3 or 4 picks with 30% of your money. And then the following month, you can try and, try to do 10 trades a week if that's within your comfort zone. And then if you really get comfortable at it, you might be in a position where you feel comfortable making 5 to 10 trades per day, and really be more proactive in making your savings grow. And if you get a feel for it, the combination of the software, the combination of paying attention to trends in the market space, as well as paying attention to news, all these can help you make a more educated choice in your investment, especially in the crypto space, which sometimes can be fairly unpredictable. But there are certain somewhat constants in human nature and mathematics where if you use it, you can use it to your advantage to outperform the rest of the market. And with that, I'm going to wrap up this first video. Thank you for watching.